dialed in this morning?
Kat, it's me. I'm always dialed in, and it's my duty to make sure you all are just as fired up. Here we freaking go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to dial in. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Collin and Ryan.
I'm Ryan Curtin.
And right now, it's 2 days before Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the fantastic moms out there, especially my mom. You know I love you. And to quote a wise man from 303 Sports, this episode is a lot bigger than the box score because today, the two legends are back.
Woo!
Two Medill legends.
I'm assuming that our episode was like your most watched episode.
Yeah, I was going to say, Collin and I are not enough for dialed in. We need as much help as we can get.
Yeah,
so
you need some feminine energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
You need a woman's touch.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
I'm happy you brought that up because the episode with you two literally nearly has 300 views.
Really?
So it's the most views we have on Dialed In. So
That's
awesome.
a lot of views.
yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah.
people love you too. Yeah.
Well, people love dialed in.
Yeah.
Like, free rap is not.
They love
pulling
this guy,
numbers.
okay? But
I mean,
yeah,
they have 300 views, and I don't. I mean, I'm there, but
no, I'm there, okay? I'm just the guy that does the intro. But anyways, you know, the NFL draft has concluded. It has come and gone. And now we're at the point of the NFL season where it's like a waiting period where a lot of fan bases just have time to like sit back and relax and just think of what's ahead. You know, maybe you're excited for another deep playoff push. Others are kind of, you know, scared that, you know, there might be a setback or a regression. Or you might just be a sad Cleveland Browns fan that just knows there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But
Talking about Ryan Hinsky.
yeah, pretty much. But while we're on the subject of fan bases, Ryan, we actually have a new fan base of our own. I don't even know if I told you this story.
no, you didn't. I'm learning too. What's going on?
So last week, it was the last week of April, so it was Autism Awareness Month, and on Sunday afternoon, I was at my cousin's house, and my cousin Delaney, who's a fourth grade teacher, said, "Collin, you should come to my classroom to, you know, promote autism awareness, share them your story, tell them about like all of your fun and cool experiences at Medill." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds fantastic." And so I come into the classroom. To make a long story short, I come in there, tell my story, let them know like all the exciting things I got to do. They all flipped out when I, you know, told them I went to the Super Bowl, things like that. And you know, it was pretty surreal and pretty cool to just like kind of share my story. The kids were just so amazing and surreal. And right when I was done with my presentation, one of the kids asked me, "Collin, what's the name of your podcast again?" And I said, "Dialed In." And,
That's awesome.
and sure enough, the next day, some kid who was on his computer was trying to look up one of our Dialed In episodes.
Oh,
And
that's so cool.
yeah, and everybody was like, you know, wanting to like me to come back there. I mean, when I left the place, like I was signing autographs. I had to play guitar for them, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I saw the video. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was so yeah, to all the Steeple Run kids and 40C, you're all fantastic. You're all super dope. You're amazing. And Delaney, you know I love you.
Yeah, shout out Steeple Run, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, Dialed In officially has a fan base now. How about that?
Yeah, that's
You
awesome.
already had a fan base. It's just
Yeah.
it's
It's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
It's growing at rates we can't understand.
Yeah, maybe this
Scientists don't know what to
Well,
do with
it's
the
not
numbers.
as big as the pre-Raps fan base. I'm just saying.
Maybe this episode will get to 500 people.
Exactly.
Possibly. Yeah. So while we're on the subject of fan bases, I've thought, the NFL offseason is just so weird and it's so boring. Like, even when the preseason comes on, you just know it's not as exciting or as anticipatory as, you know, you would have expected. So I figured, you know what? Since Olivia and Katherine are here and more than happy to join us, thank you so much again, by the way.
Thanks for having us.
We figured, you know what? Why don't we just rank every single fan base from best to worst? And honestly, I'm trying to see where the heck the screen record button is on this thing. But while we're on that subject, I figured, you know what? You can't just like rank them from first to worst. I think you figured you'd have to like, you know, put them in its own category. So I made a tier list, and I think, you know, we'd like go through these one by one. They're all randomized, so we don't know which teams we're going to be able to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so the top tier is best. Then we got good, average, annoying, fake/bandwagon.
Love it.
So Chargers fans.
What?
We're going to get to that. Pathetic/sad. There's going to be a ton of them. Delusional, violent. I think there are definitely a few fan bases that
yeah.
kind of fit that tier.
Absolutely.
And then we got the worst tier. And then we got the worst tier, which is basically the ones that are just flat out toxic and obnoxious. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. You two ready to dial in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is there any flexibility for multiple tiers for different
can you
bases?
double
I can
dip?
see.
I think we could.
Because I feel for like the fans of historically bad programs
Yeah.
who are very loyal,
Like
but
the Browns?
also a little bit delusional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can figure that out when we get to it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly. All right, so should we start? The first team is the Dolphins. They're a pretty sad fan base. I feel like they're just miserable.
Do they
I
even
feel like
exist?
they're like
really?
cucks.
I don't know.
Say that on the air.
Whatever.
I don't know any Dolphins fans. I don't think
Are they
I've met a
Well,
single one.
My dad's actually a Dolphins fan. So.
What's he like?
He pretty much knows that there's like no hope for them. It's like if they make the playoffs, they're probably going to get bounced out of the first round. But it's like, it's weird from them. Either they finish like between 6 wins, or when they do get the 10 wins, they just know they're not going to last
Just
long.
a truly mid-tier team. Like it. I mean, what have they had since like Dan Marino?
I mean,
Really?
a few playoff appearances. I mean, their best quarterback was Tannehill,
Yeah.
or if you want to say Tua, who knows?
Yeah.
And
Not great either way.
no,
It's just not hard to be a Dolphins fan because they can suck and then, okay, I'll go to the beach. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So what
Like,
they-
True.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Even if it's December, yeah.
it's just so much better things to do.
Yeah, it's way better when your team sucks and it's like 80 degrees
Ex-
out.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, I mean,
Sunbird.
I feel like that's what San Diego's like gone through for like the last 20 plus years before
Yeah.
that happened.
That's also very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You're our San Diego boy. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, it was harder, being a San Diego fan and not being in San Diego when they
Yeah.
were sucking. Because even in Northern California, it'd be like 40 degrees in the winter. But
Right.
That sounds terrible. 40 degrees.
yeah, I know.
Right.
I
How
know.
did you survive?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh. All right. So should we put them in like average or I don't know?
I think,
like,
I think
just, like,
pathetic sad is like kind of the
sad?
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like just slightly below average.
All right. Here's my hot take. The 49ers, an incredibly violent fan base.
Really?
I mean, the amount of fights that actually break out at that stadium, I feel like there are kind of a few aggressive ones.
Yeah, I feel like they're very passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're not terrible.
my parents are 49ers fans, and I mean, I don't necessarily think of them. They're very passionate. I think
Yeah.
that's definitely the right word. I don't know if
You
I'd
could
use.
call your parents violent.
Yeah. My parents are violent. No.
Oh, dude.
No. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of the people I grew up with were 49ers fans, and I wouldn't consider them violent.
No.
But I guess, like, you're right. There are fights that break out at the stadiums, but is that enough to classify them as a violent fan?
Well,
I mean, you can't.
I-
obviously, you
yeah,
can't base
but
off
they're
two
just
people.
inherently violent.
I
Really.
haven't personally gotten into any fights with 49ers fans.
Well, there you go.
I'll say
Good.
that.
Yeah, good track record.
I would hope not, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sympathetic to
So
the
what?
49ers.
So what would you rank them?
I
What would you put them in?
I'd say. I feel bad saying this because, like I said, my parents are 49ers fans. They're either annoying or delusional.
Ooh, annoying.
Ooh,
I think
Or
annoying's
delusional.
good.
You think they're delusional? I don't know.
To be delusional, that would mean like your
Modern-day
team's
fan.
terrible.
I
Like
guess
they're
they're
not.
not terrible,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
like they haven't won a Super Bowl.
But I don't know if that makes them delusional,
No.
right? Like it's
Okay.
like
'Cause they could.
Because they're
could.
so close.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
been so close in the past like few years. So I feel like they're grounded in like some like reality and.
But
fact.
even then, like the 2 times they've been up against the Chiefs by double digits, I think they kind of knew like, okay, what's gonna happen this time?
That's
because it's
that's
Kyle
true. My dad-
Shanahan.
my
I mean,
dad-
not even
yeah.
Super Bowls, even like the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Against the Eagles and
the
the Seahawks
the Rams.
this last year.
yeah.
Well, that was the second round.
Yeah.
That was the second round. But yeah, the Rams
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Annoying's a good one.
I
All
feel
right.
like annoying. Yeah, I don't know if they're totally dipping into violent, but I feel like also maybe the violent versus annoying category is like the connotation of it is different. Like if you're a bad team
Yeah.
and you like pick fights, then you're like violent. But if you're like good and you pick fights, then you're annoying.
Right.
There is good privilege going
Yeah,
on, for
exactly.
sure.
That's what I
Exactly.
mean.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yep.
sorry to my parents and my cousins
Yeah.
and my grandpa. I don't think that you're annoying.
Yeah,
Just-
dissing on your
you don't
mom.
speak for everybody, and my mom. Yeah, she's not. She's
Your
not a
mom's
huge-
amazing.
Oh, thank you, Colin.
Well, I mean, I'm the only one that's actually met her twice, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is.
All right, Saints fans, they could definitely be. I mean, we do have one Saints fan in our program, and she's definitely not.
Haley.
She's definitely not annoying. Love you, Haley.
Yeah.
I feel like, but a lot of them, they are really loud, and they can like. I mean, they're definitely passionate. I wouldn't say violent, but I don't know. It's New Orleans though, so it's like they could get pretty raucous.
I feel like I'm impressed by Saints fans' ability to continue to have hope.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But
It's like every year they're like, okay, we drafted okay.
It's not delusional
Exactly.
either. I don't think it's delusional either.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it doesn't feel like we're gonna win a Super Bowl.
No.
It's always like we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they still like cannot get over the fact that it wasn't pass interference or the no call that happened in that NFC Championship game. It was a bullcrap call, but I don't think it was the reason why they lost. But they'll still say like, if that flag would have been thrown, we would have won the Super Bowl. I'm like, you can't predict things in hindsight.
I mean, you're also saying that as a Patriots
I was
fan.
gonna
Yeah.
say,
Oh,
every
come on.
fan
That's
has
true,
to
though.
Of course, we all have our things.
I mean, so where do we put the Saints? It's
think-
complicated.
I think average is a
Yeah.
good place.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they haven't had a lot of reasons to talk crap lately. So I
And
think
they
that's a
haven't. Yeah, they haven't talked crap.
Yeah.
No, they're
good. So, all right, Ravens fans.
Violent.
Some of them are
That-
violent.
That might be the
They've been
right
mean
one.
on
They're
Twitter.
usually on the receiving end of a
Yeah.
butt kicking.
Yeah.
They've got an attitude.
They're
for
they're
sure.
cocky these days.
Yeah.
They are cocky.
I feel like
I agree.
I'm thinking about the like AFC Championship a few years ago. This isn't even fan related, but like when Justin Tucker was like kicking on the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like feels
Yeah.
reflective of the
yeah,
fan
totally,
vibes.
totally.
I just remember when Kyle Van Noy headbutted Travis Kelce, and like, I feel like that's just the type of energy that their fans create. It's like, okay, they kind of like have like a little brother complex,
Yeah.
and like they know that with the amount of talent they got, they just can't freaking stand the fact that they're just always going to be like that third brother to like the
They're,
Chiefs
like,
and the
edging
Bills.
themselves to the point where they like have a tantrum and then like tucker themselves out, take a nap.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
pun intended.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we put them in violent, or what do you think?
I think that's fair. I think that's a good place to put them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Violent. All right. At least we're filling that tier up. Broncos fans are good.
Ooh.
They're
I feel
a-
like Broncos fans are kind of annoying, but
Really?
Well, there's I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm sure you did, but there
Let's
was
see.
like all of the like horse people that came out during the playoff run, or like the furries that were like, I'm a
Oh.
Broncos fan now.
love that.
Because we're all
All right, put 'em
horses.
at the top.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make them annoying, though. That just makes them like, okay, there's
No,
a
that's what
different lens
I'm,
to view
I'm
it
throwing
as.
that out there so we
Yeah.
can discuss it.
No. That's the first time I'm
Yeah,
hearing
they
about it.
seem
Wow.
like nice
Yeah,
people.
don't ask me how I know.
Like,
Yeah. I
they're
wouldn't
gonna
say
show up even if their team sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say they're the best, but they definitely show up, especially in that altitude.
Yeah,
That's good. I mean,
Yeah, it gets cold in Denver.
they show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. And they show up for that team way more than they do any of the other ones. And that's
Yeah.
saying a lot, considering that two of them actually won championships.
Yeah.
So Cleveland is where it gets complicated.
Shoot.
That is so messy because they have a very loyal fan base and they've like stuck with that team forever, but they keep getting screwed over every year. Even when they make the playoffs, it's just like they know it's like at some point that luck is going to run out.
I think we should also acknowledge the fact that their fan base welcomed Deshaun Watson in with open arms.
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
is
that's a good
very
point.
telling
True.
of the type of fans that they are.
Well,
I mean-
maybe they're just so desperate.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I mean,
What is the resident Ohioan thing?
Exactly. Here we
I
go.
feel bad for them, but also when that Deshaun Watson situation happened and they were all like on
Good
board, I lost
Yeah,
a
yeah.
ton
Yeah.
of
No
respect for
respect.
them. Yes.
I still can't believe that the Browns were like willing to trade 3 first-round picks and give them that much money, knowing what was
Guaranteed.
happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still on that
Guaranteed.
contract.
Yep.
And it's complete
And, like,
karma.
hasn't played
Yeah,
at
it
all.
hasn't played.
No, and it's like the exact opposite effect for like both teams because the Texans were supposed to be terrible, and now they're legit playoff contenders, and the Browns are still the Browns.
Yep.
I think
So-
that's a good word for it, karma. They
Yeah.
kind of cursed
They
themselves.
kind of did.
I don't know.
So like pathetic, sad, probably
I-
still.
Pathetic sad.
Pathetic's a good one.
Yeah.
Pathetic's a good one.
I think they're like the epitome of a pathetic
yeah.
team, at least. I don't know if the fan base is, but
True.
you
True.
made some good points, and I think
It's obviously
that's
not all of them, but
Yeah.
it was enough of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
We still love you, Ryan Hinsky.
I mean,
Yes,
they,
we do love you
Yeah,
right now.
Brian.
do we? No, I'm kidding. I mean, they literally have a shirt of like every single quarterback that's come through that organization. Like that's how bad it's been. But then again, our Modell did screw them over. So
Yeah, and when I think of fans with like the paper bags
Yep.
over their head, I
Yeah.
think of Browns fans.
Me too.
exactly.
Not Bear fans.
There might be another fan base that's had to wear the paper bags. Actually, they've dressed up as clowns for a football game. Jaguars fans.
Whoa.
Oh, I feel bad for them too.
I feel bad for them, but I don't.
Lately, they've been
They're
fine.
not pathetic,
They're
are
kind of
they?
just like irrelevant.
Yeah. They're kind of a Miami vibe to me. A little lower. A little.
Yeah.
I think it's like a little more loyal of a fan base because their trademark is the Duval.
Duval,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like
They have like something to
it was a
rally
perfect
around.
impression.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not.
Can we put them in between pathetic and average?
Oh, that's fake bandwagon. I honestly think that's not a bad.
They're not fake though.
Yeah, they're not fake. They are loyal. Can we double?
They're just
dip?
there.
Yeah, they just like.
I could just add
fine.
I could just add a different tier. Hold on. Just
Hey.
just there.
Breaking barriers.
Breaking
Yeah,
barriers.
I love just there. That's an amazing category.
Oh my god. All right, perfect.
It had the Broncos get moved down. That's
No, I
weird.
put them in good. Oh crap, I did put them down. All right. Anyways,
Wait, there's still one more that they have to go up.
what?
There-
What did I
don't
do?
know, I don't know how that.
I don't know
happened,
what
but
I
anyway.
did. Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Panthers fans.
Ooh. I mean, I feel bad for them.
I feel like last year they at least finally got over the hump, so there's that. But with
They had
David,
Cam Newton. That was fun.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
but they lost.
Yeah.
they brought back. Hey, they did bring back Cam Newton though
Cam
in
Newton,
2021.
they did.
An inch.
He's back.
He's got some funky hats going
He's got
on.
some
Oh my God.
stuff going on there.
Hey,
own
former
language.
former Patriot Cam Newton.
He does have his own
That was
language.
an interesting season.
Yeah.
I don't know. Panthers fans are like, when the team is good, they'll show up. When they don't, it's
I
like.
think it's often very empty in that stadium.
I remember like a few years ago they were playing the Falcons and like resale tickets were like $2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like that's kind of what you're getting. And then again, like David Tepper has been like, with the exception of last year, he kind of had his like grubby paws all over that team. So it's like it's kind of hard to like have a loyal fan base when you got that happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
I agree. I think pathetic, sad, but it's also like not their fault. Like
Yeah.
the franchise isn't giving them a lot to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
they did go to 2 Super Bowls though, so
Yeah.
that's something that not a lot of teams can say.
It's hard to. I always feel bad for the small market teams that are bad.
Yeah.
That don't fill their stadiums. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
if you see, I don't know, the Rams or the Patriots who aren't, people aren't coming. There's no excuse for that.
Well, it's also the same thing like in the NBA with the Charlotte Hornets. It's just a lot of transplants.
Yeah.
Like you don't have the loyalty.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is that put them in fake bandwagon then, or?
I don't think it's not necessarily.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I think pathetic is like a little bit better. I'm not sure. Or
Yeah.
not pathetic, but like sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Bryce Young could be extended though, so at least they might have a quarterback finally.
Yeah.
They're literally giving him the Trevor Lawrence treatment.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Vikings fans.
Ooh,
So those-
skull.
they're pretty loyal. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
loyal.
I
Yeah.
like that fan base. I'm
I
not
like those
upset.
They're
fanboys.
great.
I don't
I
have
like
a-
those fanboys. They're cute. They don't give me anything to be upset about.
They're Minnesotans.
No.
They're
Yeah,
nice.
I
They're nice
agree, I
people. They're
agree.
basically Canadian.
Yeah, and they
Pretty
fill
much.
they fill the stadium.
Yeah.
They're always
Yeah.
No
loud.
matter
what.
Yeah.
I mean, I put them in good.
Good fan
Yeah.
They're
I
good just for
agree.
being there. Just
Yeah.
for being there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's a Viking now. I just remembered.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yep. All right. I think we should let Katherine answer this one because she actually lived in the area. What do you think of Washington Commanders fans?
Oh, interesting. Ooh, good question.
There's some of them are still really mad about the name change.
I know.
Of course
a
they
little
would
bit
be.
too much.
Yeah.
Mad, in
Do we
my
think that
opinion.
like fractured the fan base?
No. What fractured the fan
No.
base was Dan Snyder taking over that team.
Yeah.
That's
And then what
fair.
brought them back was him like kindly effing off for good.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't really think of DC as like a football town.
No.
So to me, it's kind of just their vibes, but that's once again just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty
Fair enough.
relevant Also,
Yeah. Right.
I think because
kind of relevant for like a second,
yeah.
2 years ago, and then
Right.
Yeah.
well, I mean, they got the RFK Stadium back, so it's like maybe that brings them back a little closer. I don't know.
I just feel like I haven't met someone that's like, I'm a Commanders fan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
I mean, there's a couple people at Medill that are like Washington fans. I mean, like they
like
care about the
Tommy,
team and they
but
like
he's
try to
not.
be happy.
yeah, but like I feel like Tommy.
it's not gonna ruin their day. It's not gonna
No.
ruin his day
No.
if they lose.
Right.
Yeah,
Tommy,
like-
the Nats
well,
fan.
ex- Exactly.
If the Nats lose, it's going to ruin his
Yeah,
day. If the
exactly.
Commanders lose, he won't care.
Kind of like the Wizards and like
The Wizards have like no fans at all.
Yeah.
And why would you be? Because they're
Yeah.
garbage.
That's
Yeah.
also a bunch of transplants and like
Yeah.
people
It's
without
all like
real
these
loyalty.
mismanaged like franchises too. Like it's like them, like the Pels,
Yep.
the Hornets, like the Jazz.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think like any baseball teams. I mean, the Angels and the Athletics are like up there too. It's just like they don't have like I said, they just don't have the loyalty because front office just doesn't put them in their best interest.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
All right, this one I think might be in the top tier. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, violent.
I feel like violent
Really?
and loyal.
Yeah.
It's
They
such a
travel
weird-
so well though.
They travel
do.
so well.
It's actually crazy.
They're incredibly loyal, but in my experience, also incredibly violent.
I think
Yeah.
that's a double dipper.
and mean.
I mean, like,
And the worst, and I hate all of them.
Terrible towels.
I don't blame you. But like I said, I mean, you being a Bengals fan, like I could kind of get it. It's like an inferiority complex.
Grew up hating that gold and black.
Yeah.
So is that annoying? You think?
Oh,
But
did
I
I put them in?
want to highlight
Yeah, I
their
don't think
violence.
they're pathetic. Sad.
They're
Yeah.
definitely not pathetic. No,
No.
I think they're like a good fan base, but
They
they just
are.
are violent.
they are.
I mean,
yeah.
they did cheer someone when they did the. I remember one game like they did the wave when someone was down on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's like the
God.
most Pittsburgh thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Of my life.
I don't think they knew what was happening. I'm not gonna like speculate on the context, but I was like, yeah, that's not a good
Are
look.
they annoying, violent, and loyal?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I mean-
kind of like all of them.
I mean, they.
I think that's the definition of violent, though.
Do they not? Aren't they known like they literally travel better than any other?
Yeah, well, the reason why is because like the 70s and 80s, the steel industry was garbage. It was terrible, and so like people were like moving all over the place, like
So they live
Florida,
everywhere.
Georgia, Ohio, California, like anywhere that like
Yeah.
was good enough to make a living on. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think violent's a good one, right? Let's just
yeah, I mean, if
go with that. Or
yeah, I'd still think annoying because that's where he put the 49ers. But
okay,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
you're right.
I like that.
I feel
If
like
you
they're
put the
more violent than the 49ers, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
If you put the 49ers in annoying, then I think the Steelers have to go there too.
Yeah, because I think it could be like it's annoying
also-
to
yeah.
go to a home game against when your favorite team's playing them and half the stadium is Steelers fans.
But also the Ravens are in the violent tier too, so it's like I know that might be like a thing where it's like you want to like put one above the
You gotta
other,
separate
but
them. That's the
separate
They
them.
might start.
Yeah,
They might
they're
start-
going to
The
fight
violent-
down there. in The
Literally.
violent
The
area.
category's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Tennessee Titans fans,
Oh.
That's
They're
pretty
just-
pathetic.
Just
Irrelevant.
I feel like they're just miserable right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
They're definitely sad.
Nervous.
Ugh.
Oh my God. All the Mayo commercials.
Oh God, I hate that so much.
Crazy.
All right, that wasn't too hard to
Also,
discuss.
weirdly, AFC Championship in like 2019.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up by
Derrick Henry
10.
and Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
AJ Brown too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then of course Patrick Mahomes just doing Patrick Mahomes things. So
As per usual.
that was I was actually hoping the Titans and the Packers would be in the this.
That'd be crazy.
Actually, the Packers and Chiefs, it could have been like the State Farm Bowl because like Rodgers and Mahomes, they were in those State Farm commercials. Like that
Yeah.
would have been like, oh crap, is Jake from State Farm going to do the coin toss?
And that was like that was like one of the first Super Bowls ever, right? Or was it the first?
Packers Chiefs, it was the
Yeah.
first
Packers
one. Yeah.
first one.
Crazy.
Yep. All right, Lions fans,
Ooh,
they
that's
could get
loyal.
complicated.
Oh
Loyal, I
yeah,
think.
I like them.
Yeah, super loyal. They went through so much awful football for so long.
But they're also really cursed too, with just the fact that like Bobby Lane once said like they're never gonna win another championship, and then not just a few years ago was like the first time they won a playoff game since like '91 with Barry Sanders. So
And they easily could have made the Super Bowl that year,
I
but
think
you
they
know,
were
another
maybe the
monumental
sure.
collapse.
Yeah.
choke job.
Best
Yeah.
defense by far. Like
That was crazy.
I wish the Lions would have
One
beaten the
time.
Chiefs.
Dan
That would have been
that
great.
sucked.
didn't go for it on fourth down.
No.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, it was more than one fourth down.
yeah. I just remember like at half, right before half or something like.
Yeah,
that, 'cause
it was
they had
something
such
like
big
oh yeah
lead.
they kicked a field goal and then in the second half they like went for broke and it backfired.
Exactly.
So where do we put in the Lions here?
I like them.
I
I'm
think
not
they're a
gonna
good
lie.
fan base.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're
Good.
great.
I
Yep,
think it
whoops.
helps that they're like,
Those
you know,
Midwest teams.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's also like a product of the times too, because they're in a good stretch right now where a lot of
Yes.
the teams in pathetic sad are not.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more to be excited about.
Totally.
Exactly.
I agree.
All right, I'm the one person that says the Eagles should be in the worst tier. Can we come to a consensus on that?
I feel like their fans do kind of suck.
Philly fans are
The-
annoying.
Yeah, they're,
They're
violent.
toxic.
They're,
They're annoying.
delusional.
They're
Not even
like-
delusional, but yeah, they're just kind of the worst.
They're
I think
horrible.
they're as passionate as Bills fans, but like Bills fans use that for good, and Eagles fans use that for bad.
Well,
Yeah.
they
You know?
booed
Yes.
Santa Claus, and because
Oh.
they weren't good enough to get the number one overall, or they weren't terrible enough to get the number one overall pick. And ironically, you know who that number one pick was going to be?
Who?
O.J. Simpson.
Classic.
It did not
you
age
imagine?
well at all.
Can you imagine?
I mean, they booed Santa Claus, they threw batteries at their own players, they punched police horses,
Yeah.
and they literally had a jail cell in their own stadium.
Yeah.
That's the definition of worst right there.
That'd be the
Yeah,
worst.
bad.
Yeah. And I was just agreeing with a Philly fan like earlier today on 303 Countdown, so that's ironic. All right, Colts fans.
Ooh,
Colts fans I think are good.
they're fine. Like, I don't
Yeah,
have
they're, like,
strong
average.
opinions.
Yeah. They're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean-
with the Saints, I think that's a good place to put them.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have
They're not gonna
some
cause
stuff to look
problems.
forward to. They
Yeah.
had such a good year last year.
Almost.
By their standards. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, first
half.
Yeah.
Yep. LA Ram fans are tough because I don't
Bandwagon.
think people really go to Rams games to watch.
Ooh, true.
I
What's
think
that?
bandwagon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, I don't think people really go to Rams games to watch the Rams. I think they just go to drink and to just
yeah,
see the stadium.
It's like
Yeah.
an LA vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because I mean, yeah, when they moved to LA, it's not like they immediately had a whole bunch of fans. It's that they started, they won or made it to the Super Bowl pretty early on.
Yeah.
And I think a bunch of fans jumped onto that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
If the Chargers had moved there, or I mean, they did move there
did
at about
move
the same
there.
time. Well, I was going to say, if they were the team that had made the Super Bowl, I think more people would have jumped onto that
I think
train.
it's difficult too with just like any LA team because it's like the celebrity
Yeah.
pull
Yeah.
and it's a celebrity town,
Yeah.
so that brings a bandwagon type of feel.
Yeah.
There were probably 10 years ago, there were probably still more Rams fans in St. Louis than in LA.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely.
And that's the same thing with the Chargers in San Diego. So, yeah, bandwagon's a good one. Here we go. Jets fans. They're delusional.
They're delusional and they're the worst.
They're delusional every year.
I went to like a Jets game at MetLife when I lived in New York, and they are just terrible. They were losing. I don't remember who they were playing, but like
Oh, it wasn't a
this-
Pats game.
It wasn't a Pats game, but
Wow.
they were just running. This one guy in front of me was running his mouth the whole time, just like hammered, and they were losing so bad. And I was like, dude, sit down.
Yeah. But I mean, like, to put them in worse though, it's like the Jets like needed to like have a lot of good seasons. They're terrible
Yeah.
every year.
Every year.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that video of that guy being interviewed after a game. Has anyone seen this? And he's like,
Which one?
I just hate being a Jets fan. I hate this fan base. I hate these coaches. I hate these fans. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't
That
think
little
I've seen
kid.
that
Yes,
video.
it's like a kid.
It was like last year or 2
Yeah,
years ago. Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My God, Jonah White talks about the Jets every freaking day I see it. I'm like, Jonah, you're my friend. Stop this.
You
stop doing this
were
to yourself.
my friend.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about the Jets too
that's
much.
just
Now
his
we're putting
identity.
the lowest team.
Yeah, now we're not friends.
I mean, that's
No.
just his identity. It's like, well, I think the Jets are just going to the promised land. You know, Eric Glenn is just the man for the future.
That's a good impression.
Yeah. Okay. Do we put them in worst or do you want to put them in delusional?
I think delusional.
Delusional. Yeah.
Yeah.
And bad, but
When was the last time? They didn't even make the playoffs since, what, Mark Sanchez in 2010?
yeah, it's been a while.
Wow. And their last win was against that team. Great. At least they have that to bank on. Anyway, Packers fans, I personally think they should be in the top tier.
Yeah, they're pretty
I
great.
like Packers.
I mean, they
Nice.
literally own the team.
They're pretty nice
Once
too.
again,
yeah, they
oh
do
yeah,
own the team.
true.
Yeah.
West fans, I think you can't complain.
It's also like their stadium is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They
It's
true.
sell
like
out
that's all they
every
have.
single.
It's right
every
across
single
from a
game.
Kmart.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I feel bad saying that in Chicago now. I feel like people are going to start attacking us.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, the Cubs game last night, they were chanting
Always.
Packers suck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Green
yeah.
Bay sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
They were playing the Reds, though, so that's actually kind of ironic.
It doesn't
Yeah.
even matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean,
That's
the Packers,
insane.
that's a great fan base, though,
Yeah.
I think.
All right, the Raiders, I feel like it's going to get tricky because are we talking about
Violent.
Oakland fans or are we talking about Las Vegas
That's a
fans?
good question.
I feel like either are pretty violent to me.
Yeah.
Also, when
Yeah.
I lived in New York, I had like a maintenance guy come to my apartment once, and he was in like Raiders gear.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was right around when the Chiefs were in the playoffs, and I was like, "Oh, you're a Raiders fan? Like I don't know, whatever. The divisional game is coming up." And he was like, "Yeah, like I have my voodoo doll, and I like curse Patrick Mahomes all the time for both of his legs to break.
Oh,
like I'm
jeez.
always like doing
Oh,
spells.
man.
Like I was like, oh my god, it's like that scene in Harry Potter when like Snape is like cursing Harry
yes.
during like
Oh,
Quidditch,
yeah.
Quidditch match. So
Oh, my God.
that's like I feel like prime Raider example.
Yeah.
The
They're also
voodoo
pretty
dolls.
fake, too. I mean, especially now that they're in Vegas.
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, a lot of them are just like, oh, yeah, they're in Vegas now. I'm a Raiders fan.
Well, I mean,
you
it's
know.
basically a hockey city because you got the
Yeah.
Golden Knights, and then you got the Athletics that are coming over, which is
Yeah.
basically just going to be transplants
They
anyway.
kind of
Yeah.
just have the aces, like at least.
Yeah.
At least they have some champions.
Yep. All right, putting them in violent.
Yeah.
All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans.
You're kind of a Bucks fan, Colin.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, I do have season tickets there, so I do go to a lot of the games.
I consider you to be
possible.
more of a fan than us then.
I mean, I will say, like, a lot of them will put them in the bandwagon tier because, you know, it's Florida and it's Tampa, so you're going to get, like,
They had Tom
And
Brady
they had
for a
Brady.
second.
Yeah.
They
so-
did.
Yeah, and they won.
And
I'm
also,
sure that
it's
brought
like-
a lot more fans than they have.
you'd rather go to a game, like, in 80 degrees in December to watch a football game than be in Chicago where it's going to be, like, a minus 20 wind chill. But
Yeah.
the Bucs fans that I'm with, they have a really good, loyal fan base, you know. The game experiences, by the way, are incredible. You know, what they do on the Jumbotron, what they do on the field. Like, they have a very, you know, passionate fan base. They're not violent. I don't think that, despite the logo and despite, like, what you might think of them.
The cannon is cool. I like the cannon too.
The pirate ship?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, like, they do everything they could to just, like, make the fans, like, a part of it. So I would say, to me, I would say good. But if you want to put them in average, then I'm not going to hate on it.
I think, but I'm good.
Yeah, that's fine
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah. All right, this team might be the exact opposite here. Cardinals fans.
Oh.
Well, remember that, I guess this isn't their fan base, but when
the Fires?
The Fires, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
cool.
They let the Rams,
During
right?
the LA Fires,
Yeah.
they let
Play-
the Rams play
play
at their
there.
stadium.
They did for the
During
wild card.
playoffs,
Yeah, division rival. I mean, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's pretty cool.
I feel like they've been so broken though because they've had like no hope whatsoever, and they don't have a quarterback this year, or not a good one
They
at
have
least.
Yeah.
18 running backs, so don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah, my roommate in undergrad was a Cardinals fan, and I think sort of what we were talking about with the Commanders fan that we know earlier. Like he's more upset when like the Diamondbacks lose, or even when the Suns lose, than when the Cardinals
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
So would you put them like just there?
Yeah, I think that's good.
That's
for them.
fine.
They don't talk smack, and like I said, like
anything to
even when
Yeah,
talk
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They don't have-
exactly.
Exactly.
and even when they're like good, they're like, okay, we probably know our story's gonna end pretty soon.
Yeah.
The only thing that this team's been known for is just wasting Larry Fitzgerald's career.
I love
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald. He was my favorite
Icon.
player growing up.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, Houston Texans. This one's interesting.
Oh, like slightly delusional. I don't know.
What are their what are their delusions though?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We just have recency bias.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Maybe.
I don't know. They're just kind of there.
Slightly
They are kinda
irrelevant to
there.
me.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they made the playoffs a bunch of times, but like, I don't know. You don't really hear a lot from the Houston fans as you would like
They've also
Denver.
been a team for what, like 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's, you know, when the Oilers left, it was like, okay, no matter what team comes there, it's just not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Just there.
that's a good thought. All right, Falcons fans. That team is definitely sad.
I
That
mean,
fan
nothing.
base.
Yeah, they're gonna have the like 28-3 hanging over them for as long as they
Forever.
live.
Yeah, and they've never recovered from it.
Yeah.
But I feel like
That's
they're
true.
pretty loyal.
Yeah.
They are loyal, but like that, I feel like that's the thing with sad though. It's like you could be as loyal as possible, but you just know that like it can't.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, I don't mean to rub it in for your team.
Yeah,
but,
we'll get there. No.
but it's just like the Falcons. It's like 10 years ago, you had an MVP. You were in the Super Bowl. You were up 28-3, and now you've got Michael Penix and Tua.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Man, my heart
Unbelievable.
breaks for them.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't help but feel for them.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's a
sad.
great. It's a great city.
It's a great city to be a
Yeah.
sports fan in, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the stadium is amazing.
Yeah.
And they're always at like just under 500.
Yeah.
I feel like the past
Yeah.
few years.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they can just figure out the quarterback, like they should be a good team because they have great weapons
Yeah,
on
yeah.
offense
Bijan,
too. Bijan, Drake
Drake
London. They
London.
just got Zachariah Brand,
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Yep. Like they should be a lot better. And listen, that 8-9 record was deceiving because they were like trash before December.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is what happens when you give Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed, though.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Seattle Seahawks.
They're the
They
best
are
of the
really
best.
good.
I think they're
Really?
really good fans.
Yeah, and
They're such a
loyal.
great fan base.
Yeah, I
12.
agree. I agree.
The 12s, I definitely would put them in good. I don't know if I would put them in best because I don't know if they travel that well, but they're really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's so hard for them to
hard to
travel because
travel.
they're so far from
Yeah.
any other team.
A lot of NFC fans like really hate the Seahawks, which is like kind of understandable because you got like the 12th man and
Nobody
the fact
wants to
that it's
play
like
there. Yeah.
nobody wants to play there. So, but like I personally like the Seahawks fans that I know are like pretty nice and they like their team. So
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just thinking like Beastquake too, and there was another one
my
in the
gosh.
NFC divisional game, I think, against the 49ers too.
I think it was the Cardinals game in like the regular season because like Marshawn Lynch had 2 Beastquake runs.
He had 2 Beastquake, but I was thinking, wasn't there another small one after Rashid Shaheed took the opening kickoff for a touchdown?
The kickoff. Yeah. I was just thinking of like you brought up Seahawks 49ers. I kept thinking of the Richard Sherman breaking up the pass to Crabtree.
Oh yeah,
I'm the best corner in the game.
True.
Iconic.
Oh my gosh! Props to Aaron Andrews for being just so composed
So
throughout that whole interview. Oh my gosh!
so we're sticking with good. I still
think
say best.
I could
but-
put, we haven't put anyone in best.
No, we put the Packers in
Packers.
best.
Oh, I'd throw the Seahawks up there.
Really?
I might
Wow.
keep them good.
Okay,
It's a toss-up.
you got the controls, Colin.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Put them in good.
I'm gonna put
Yeah,
them
you
in
can put 'em in
good. I mean, like I said, I don't think they really travel as well as the Packers do.
That is true.
Fair.
That is true.
All right. The team that does travel well, or a fan base that travels well, that's not going to be in the best tier by any means necessary. Dallas Cowboys fans.
Delusional.
Yeah.
Easy.
Delusional.
No, I literally just spent like 20 minutes arguing with Brock back and forth
Exactly.
about what the
I did
Cowboys
see
season's
that.
going to look like. He's like, we were talking about the draft. It's not about who won the draft, but it's how far the gap is between them and the rest of the NFL. I'm like, you have got to be freaking kidding me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just epitomizes Cowboys fans. Every year they think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, that's easy.
So, all right, Giants fans
Oh,
are the
so
exact
sad.
opposite.
Sad.
Sad.
So sad.
But I
Growing-
have hope right now. A little bit.
Little
kind
bit.
of.
It's at least
Jackson
fun.
Dart.
It's at least
Jackson
fun.
Yeah, more
doesn't
fun.
get concussed again.
Yeah. You know.
And Scattaboo.
And
Yeah.
Harbaugh now, it's a little
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little bit of life.
I mean, yeah,
I'd be
you
excited if I was
you
a Giants
hired a
fan.
coach that got fired for blowing a lot of double-digit leads. Good job. Like if that's the most thing you're excited about, that's a sad fan base. But hey,
But
I
I
mean,
think-
they
That
got
coach who's got a
they got
Super
rid
Bowl,
of
though.
Dexter
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
And he's so good at like creating a culture.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, they're a little better. They have some hope, but like I don't know. Growing up in Connecticut, like half the friends that I grew up with are Giants fans and Jets fans, and like back in the day, like the Giants, like they were absolutely like pumping their chests and like so excited. Like nobody was even talking about the Knicks or the Rangers or the Yankees or like, well, not necessarily Yankees, but like they were waiting until spring to talk about that. Nowadays, it's just like, well, I'm ready to be hurt again.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I think sad though.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, Buffalo Bills fans.
I think the best.
I think
would
they're
put
in the
them
top
best.
tier.
They're great. Yeah.
They show up no matter what. Bills fans.
They show up
They're-
no matter what. They
The tailgates are amazing.
When
Okay.
Andy Dalton went off and got them to the playoffs, they donated so much money to his charity.
That was
Yeah.
so great.
Like, that's the
That's
type of fans
true.
that they are.
Exactly. That's what I was going to bring up. It's like no matter what an opponent's going through, they'll take the time to like, give back.
I do just want to bring up the like Kermit the Frog hanging though.
What
Oh.
about that?
I thought that was the Raiders that did that.
I think it
The-
was
the-
also the Bills.
Was that with Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah. Or maybe
was
it
that
was.
the Bills?
Was
I
it
thought
the
it was, I thought it
Bills?
was the Raiders.
Really? I
I
feel
thought
like
the-
it was Bills and Raiders.
Are you just making things up?
I think it was. Wait, let me double.
Are you really spreading gotcha journalism right now,
Can
Catherine?
you
Wow.
imagine? I'm just. It's all for clicks. I want you guys to take off.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
it was the Raiders, but I feel like it also was the Bills.
Yeah, 500 views is not enough. We need to get to 1,000. Let's see. Bills, Kermit. Oh, that's right. I don't have Wi-Fi on my iPad.
I'm also verifying.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I remember.
It is the Bills.
All right. Well,
Do they really?
Everyone,
Yeah.
give me a freaking apology.
you were right.
Thank you.
Okay.
So maybe that
Well, no,
moves them down. A
I
little
think
bit.
the
Down to
I think
good
the
then.
Raiders players did the same thing
They
too.
also. I think the Raiders also did it.
Yeah, I didn't see.
I didn't realize the Bills did it too. Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah, I still think Bills are top tier though, because like, how many fans do you know will like be willing to jump through a flaming table?
That is amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
That's like it's ridiculous. And no matter how cold it is, like they'll show up. They'll make sure that all the snow is taken out of their seats no matter
Yeah,
what.
they do
Yep.
shovel the seats too.
Yep.
Yep,
Or just sitting it.
Yeah.
exactly. All right, we're getting to the closing point of it, and I don't think that we could wrap this up without getting to these final five. Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Delusional?
Delusional, but they're
I don't know
so
if we-
loyal.
They are very loyal.
I don't know if we could call them delusional though, because last year was like the
Yeah, they
first
don't
year where they,
expect
like,
anything.
And are they even
Eh.
that loyal though? Like
You
when
think?
I think in the last 5 years they would have
Really?
relatively empty stadiums. Is that not
Wow.
true?
I mean,
Maybe-
it's my
maybe
first
I
that's
mean,
year
not
living in
Soldier
true.
Field's
Chicago, so I
also
don't
just
know.
very small, so I mean, they could have had full stadiums, but it's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
like smaller
Well,
than
you
most.
can thank the McCaskies for that because when they renovated the stadium the first time, they completely botched everything.
Yeah. No, I think I take it back actually.
They got to be at least
Thinking
good.
about
think they're
the excitement
average.
in the city last year and how many
Yeah.
people came forward and was like, I've been waiting for this for 20
Exactly.
years.
Yeah. I feel like they don't expect anything, but they endure so much. Like
Yes.
they're still like always there.
I just remember when we were in Wrigleyville when they beat the Packers in that playoff game, how the whole city just like completely exploded. Like that's the exact like passion that you want to see from a team that hasn't had that hope that long, that's been held hostage and like finally has expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe good. Maybe,
Maybe good.
average. Or
Good.
good.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Good. Let's put if we're putting the Seahawks in good, I feel like the Bears need to
we
be
are
like.
acknowledging our biases.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely
There
are.
are certain
Yes.
teams we have more personal
Oh,
relationships
we're
with.
gonna get to the biases here, but the Kansas City Chiefs,
Oh, yeah.
dynasty
I
sees
think-
dynasty.
Kinda
I know,
bandwagon.
but
I'm-
unfortunately, bandwagon.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same
Bandwagon.
page.
Gotta be.
I don't know if they're bandwagon though, because like even like back in the day, like they had like the loudest, like they set the record for the loudest stadium, and that was actually
Yeah,
against the
that's true.
Patriots.
Back
Well,
when they sucked?
No, when they were like good.
Really?
Like before
But when they were
Patrick
good,
when they
exactly.
Like before Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes, like they were still like a good football team. Like you had Priest Holmes and like Alex Smith and Hill and Kelsey were there before.
Who's that running back they had that was great?
Jamal Charles?
Jamal
Jamal
Charles, Larry Johnson.
Yeah. Yep.
So
What's his name too? Dante Moore? No.
Dante Hall.
Dante Hall.
the
Dante Hall.
human joystick. Well, he's a wide receiver, but
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like you got such like an influx of Chiefs fans after Mahomes got
Yeah.
there, and like
And
I feel
now
like it's
with-
hard to ignore that.
I
Now
feel
with
like-
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift,
and
yeah.
Everyone
I
and
feel
their
like
mom's
there's like
a
the
Chiefs fan.
subcategory where it's like the Chiefs are one of the oldest teams in the league.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Lamar Hunt is obviously so influential to football, so that
Yeah.
exists. But then I do feel like there's like if there's one bandwagon team in the league, like it's the Chiefs.
It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I mean, yeah, but
think
at the
there's
same
three.
time, like I don't know, they are moving to Kansas in about what 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's like a 20-minute move.
yeah, literally. But like I don't know, like you think of like the team guys they've had in like the 90s, like you had Schottenheimer and you had, Joe Montana and Marcus Allen,
second.
Jared Allen, Derek Thomas. Like you've had like so many you've had like a huge influx, Tony Gonzalez. Like
Yeah.
you've had like such a huge influx of like Pro Bowlers and future Hall of Famers. So it's like I don't know, like I feel like with how good they've been, like I feel like you're giving them a reason to bandwagon them.
Yeah.
Just leave
Yeah.
them in that tier then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to.
All right, we got to the final three. Bengals fans. Let's hear it, Olivia.
Well, I could see them being in lots of places. I could see us being in delusional.
Literally.
I think the fan base is incredibly loyal. Like, we did endure for so long.
You did.
But there also was definitely a sense of, like, in 2020, when Joe Burrow was drafted, and then especially in 2021, of, like, okay, where did all these people come from that weren't as vocal before? Which is going to happen when a team that sucks becomes good. I mean, you probably got to put us in delusional. Like, did I bet that Joe Burrow will be the MVP next year, the day after the awards? Yes. Did I bet that they're going to
You
win the
did.
Super Bowl after Dexter Lawrence was traded? Yes, of course. Is that going to happen? I mean, time will tell. But
So would you
That's
put
bad journalism. Never do. Time will tell at the
Yeah.
end.
Wow.
Sorry, Missy.
But I also hear like that longing and sadness in your voice too. I feel like I wouldn't call Bengals fans delusional.
No. You guys went to a Super Bowl though.
We did,
And
yeah.
AFC championships.
It's just, but there's also just there's this sense of, like, deep down we all know that with this ownership and this front office, it's like we're never going to be, what we want.
So
what
would
we
you
have the capabilities of being.
So would you put them in sad then or
I don't know. I mean,
I
went
wouldn't
to 3
say
Super Bowls, lost them all.
I would personally say average.
Yeah, I put them in average.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right, buddy. We got the Chargers fans.
Yeah, they're the worst. No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know you were sort of alluding to them being bandwagons earlier, but we just don't have fans. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily
There's not a
think
lot.
that there's. Oh, you are putting them in bandwagon?
Well, because I'm putting them in the fake tier because it's like, when they were in San Diego, yeah, they had good fans, but like in LA, like they don't go to the games. Like when the team initially moved, they're like nobody wanted them to be a part of it. I feel like they're just there to be seen, just like the Rams fans. But hey, you do have that super fan, that fan.
I don't like her. Yeah, well, no, exactly, because like that. I guess that sort of is proving your point that they are kind of because I feel like in the years since Justin Herbert's been there and they've been like going to playoffs most of the years and getting bounced in the first round. I feel like there have been like more and more fans like going to the games and like celebrity fans showing up, and then the super fan that no one ever heard of and may or may not have been a Vikings fan a few years ago.
Oh, I saw that.
So yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. Like, I don't think we're necessarily pathetic or sad. I just think that we don't have anybody other than me and like the super fan in quotes.
And Madison Beer.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean,
But I mean, she's a fan now because of Justin Herbert.
exactly.
She's a bandwagon.
Yeah.
I mean, they've only missed the playoffs 3 times since they moved to LA, and they still
Kinda
can't get
crazy.
any fans. It's the same thing with the Clippers.
Well, do you feel like they're like, and I mean this with no disrespect, but there's
No, it's
actually
all right.
also no way for it to come out like respectfully. Do you feel like they're kind of like the Rams' like little brother?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's
The
true.
Rams won a
Totally.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Rams won a Super Bowl. Yeah, and I mean they moved to LA first, the Rams, and so I mean everyone that bandwagon to the Rams,
Right.
and you know
Hey,
we
you
got
have
what was
two-
left.
You have 2 teams in a non-football city.
Right.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, now we get to the final team. We got 2 fits of the Boston Empire in this room. Let's freaking go. Ladies first, I'll let you take this one. We're bringing bread. We gotta get to this one.
We gotta get this
You
right.
guys have approximately 2 minutes.
Yeah, we do have to
until
wrap this
marketing
up.
starts.
Okay, great.
Oh, that class starts like 5 minutes late anyway. We're fine.
Okay. Man, I just feel like it's really hard to rate your own team. I don't want to do without being biased. I feel like
Yeah, I agree.
And now I'm mad that I agreed to average.
I mean it's better than mine. I'm a fake
Sorry.
bandwagon.
you said
so-
delusional at first.
You did
Well,
say
I think
delusional.
delusional's better than
He
average.
said worst for his
Yeah,
team.
It's
so.
better to have fake
No, I
hope
don't think
than
we're the
to
worst.
just
I know.
have the
Be
average.
chilling. I feel like Pats fans, I mean, any New England fan is so passionate, but I also understand that we're so annoying because we're a
Yes.
dynasty city. So
Literally.
I get it.
It's Title Town.
I get it.
I mean, here's the thing. We talk a lot of crap. We really yell in a lot of people's faces. But you know what? We always back it up. Or most of the time we back it up. Like, we actually win. At least, like, when you're the Cowboys, like, you have nothing to back up. So you can really shut the heck up. With Patriots, it's like we actually have a reason to, like, do this stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we're violent, but I do think we're annoying. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, well,
My
because
gut was bandwagon
Whoa.
personally before.
Bandwagon
I mean,
because of
during the
Tom
dynasty.
Brady.
But also, I mean, it's a region.
I
Well,
guess
it's
I
also-
wouldn't notice if people were bandwagoning
Yeah.
because I just
Well,
was,
you also
I
have
was living
you're a
it.
team for an entire like a whole like corner of the country. So
Yeah.
of course
Yeah,
you're gonna have a
that's
lot of
true.
fans.
and I
mean-
think putting them
Yeah.
with the 49ers and the Steelers makes sense. Because
Yeah.
like those are teams
Those
that
are same
always
vibe.
do like well. Obviously, the Patriots have more to show for it in recent years than the Niners and Steelers. But
Yep.
I think that like they always perform well,
Yeah.
and you always just like hate to be like, oh, here we go. Here's Colin, talking about the Patriots again.
Yeah, and the
Exactly,
worst part is
but-
like I can't even, he's right most of the time.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
worst
exactly.
part about it.
And also, it's like Gillette Stadium, like Foxborough, it's like in the middle of nowhere. Like, I remember the first game I went to, it's like, I was kind of amazed. It's just nothing but woods and, empty roads. But the stadium is fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your thought on it?
Yeah, I love Gillette. I mean, I agree. It's pretty remote. It's like hard to get there.
It really is.
It's kind of just in a random town in
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Like, at least with Fenway, Fenway is like right there.
and the Garden.
The Garden's like right on the way on North End.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I also do feel like we are like a little bit sore losers. Like I'm just trying to be as like objective as possible.
I mean-
so I think I'd put us in like annoying.
when we lost the Super Bowl, I completely threw I didn't throw the remote at at the TV like your dad did, but I wanted to scream the F word so loud. I was at my cousin's house, and like they're pretty Christian. I was like, oh my gosh, I really just want to I want to punch a hole through a wall. I really did.
And
but
me and Will were in Phoenix, and to
And
the
Ellie.
Seahawks credit and Ellie, Annika Morris, who's a Seahawks fan, was like so nice to us. Was like
Really?
reveling in peace about the
Yeah.
win. Like he was
Wow.
like crying in the corner, tears of joy, and like not rubbing it in our faces. So
Wow.
that's a
That's
good
awesome.
fan base.
Yeah, I know, me
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
I
There
just,
you
Me
go.
too.
I mean, I'm the guy that just like I don't really care who's in the room with me. I'm gonna show no matter what. The final member of our Boston Empire, I guess, Lucy just doesn't want anybody else in the room with her.
Yeah.
She's like locked in, laser focused, and like I can't even imagine like what she goes through like when the team is winning or not.
Yeah, no, I mean they're a great fan base, but like you don't want to be in a room with them when they're doing well.
No.
At least with me. At least
No.
with me. I'm like the loudest one. Don't
But
worry.
if you guys were in a room with me when the Bengals win, you would just feel like happiness
Yes,
for me.
well, that's what it
That's-
is.
yeah,
Like,
that's
I
true.
want
So much
to
joy
see your
for me.
team
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
well.
So can you move us up to good, please?
I'll move them up to just for you. I'll move them up to
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
All right. Now we actually do have to
We
wrap
have to
this
wrap it
up.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for additional content. Olivia, Katherine, thanks for joining the show.
Thanks for having us.
Time.
Oh, and by the way, make sure you tune into the pre-wrap.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So long, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.